I announce that he's coming on TNT?
Yeah, that's the whole idea why he's here.
Oh, okay. It's the only reason you're here, Ken.
Right. It's okay.
Good morning. This morning we are here with our dear friend Ken Callahan. Ken is in business development at Republic Title, and everyone knows that Republic Title is one of our favorite title companies. So Ken is here today to talk a little bit about Republic and what makes them so special besides Sherry Groom. And we're excited to have him on TNT this morning. So welcome, Ken.
Thank you so much. It's a pleasure being here.
Thanks.
All righty. Good morning. Good morning. Here we are today. Ken is with us today from Republic Title. Thanks for joining us today, Ken. I appreciate that. And he's here from Frisco Republic Title. And my introduction to him would be that this is Sherry Groom's office that she's been with for a long time. That goes a long, long way with us. So in the background, we pulled up their website. And as we scroll through the pictures, this is the front office that you've probably seen. This is about Rio Park. I actually think that picture right there is my wife's car in front of this place. So if you zoom in, I'm pretty sure that that's my wife's car. I'll have to zoom in and actually look at the license plate because, Ken, I really think that's her Audi A7 sitting right in front of the car, in front of the place. I don't know whose vehicle that is. Is that yours, Ken?
That is not. I'll be parked around back.
Okay, you park in the back.
With employees.
All right, so you leave the space for...
Yeah, we want to keep those available for our clients and customers.
That's good. All right, so Ken is here today, and he's going to tell us a little bit about Republic and what sets them apart. So go ahead, you have the floor. You can freely speak and tell us all what's great.
Thank you for having me, first of all. I appreciate the opportunity. I wanted to start to give you a little idea of who I am coming into title and business development. I was an agent. I was licensed in '04, and I was an agent for until '08 when the market crashed.
Okay.
Prior to that, I worked in new home sales. So I still think like an agent. I have the mind of an agent. I can empathize with agents and what you guys do every day.
Pretty good. I like that.
So I was, when the market crashed in '08, I went to work for Andy Beal, which is an acquisition bank in Plano.
Beal Bank?
Beal Bank.
Okay. Yes.
And I was their single family REO analyst.
Okay.
So I looked at thousands of pieces of real estate all over the country and established what the sale price would be, looking at BOVs and appraisals and, you know, forming the list price and getting it off to the asset manager. So that's what I did prior to joining Republic. And I joined Republic August 1st of 2018. So I love the background.
All right, so August 1st?
August 1st.
Okay. All right.
So I am the new Contessa. We talked about that on the phone. So
he freely says it.
Okay, no, I will say it because there's big shoes to fill. Because I love Contessa. I only had about 2 weeks to get to know her and work with her, but we connected on a level, and she's a beautiful soul. So I really, really, really like Contessa.
Okay.
So, but something has changed kind of in marketing and title, and we're actually not called marketing reps anymore. We're business development. So we're approaching it from more of a business aspect.
Okay.
And we want to, you know, we want to show value to our agents on what we can do to help you with your business. Okay. So we do that through education. We have 2 full-time trainers that can do one-on-ones. So if you have an agent that needs help with Canva or Remine or Instagram, you name it, they will meet with one of your agents on a one-on-one. And that's as many times as they need to get the concept.
And talk about, let's go over that again, because this is interesting to me. Tell me more.
Well, we have a full-blown education department. So we do a lot of classes, and we do them at corporate as well as in the field in our target markets.
Okay.
But we have 2 women who will, they're trainers. That's their job. That's what they do for Republic Title. So when I come across an agent, we're having a lunch or a coffee, and they show a need, and they say, you know, do you have anything like Remine? Or do you have anything, or show me how to better work Matrix? Because as an agent myself, I didn't know everything that Matrix had to offer.
Okay.
So what I would do in that situation was I'd call one of the trainers and I'd say, hey, I met with Mike today. We had lunch or coffee, and he commented that he wanted to know more about Remind. So
Mhm.
then they would contact you,
All right.
and they would schedule a one-on-one. They'd come and sit with you an hour, wherever you want, either at our office, at your place of business, or at a Starbucks.
Okay.
And they'd go over that until you felt you had a handle on it, and they would do a follow-up. Then they go back to the office and they email me and said, I had a great meeting with Mike. This was really great and beneficial. He liked it. We've got another appointment scheduled in 3 weeks.
Okay.
So it's just something that, you know, we just want everybody to think of Republic Title being synonymous with resources.
Resources.
Because you have to evolve. You know, it's
Okay.
the dinosaur versus the alligator. So if the alligators are still here, the dinosaurs are extinct because they never evolved.
Oh.
So I think
Okay.
in the real estate business, there's constantly new, bright, shiny things for everybody to learn.
All right.
But at the same time, you know, it's the basics sometimes that get us to where we need to be.
Okay. So after we're done here today, I will definitely get some links and some contact information
Yes.
of you said the two ladies?
Right.
So their names would be
Annette
Annette.
and Robin.
All right. And Annette is in charge of what types of things?
They both kind of share. They're both equally as far as training. So they both are experts in probably 20 or 30 different things that they can sit down and talk to you about.
They both know it all?
Well, nobody knows it all, but they know enough to get you to where
Okay.
you need to be. So
All right.
yeah,
All
if
right.
they knew it all, they'd, you know. be
Well,
right.
I have a very narrow niche of what I actually know, so I'm impressed.
Yeah. Well, my thing is I'm shallow but broad.
Okay.
Some people are narrow and deep.
Okay. Very good. So, and will they reach out to them directly, our agents, if they need
They can
something,
reach out
or
directly, or
through
they
you?
can. I would
copy
prefer
it?
it through me, so then I am that conduit. I become that link between
Okay.
your agent and them, and that way I can stay in the loop.
Okay, that's
That'd
fine.
be great.
No problem. So we'll put all the contact information there on the Wikipedia page when I post this,
Yes.
so that we can do there, and we'll give the resources that they would specialize in. So the top
Right.
couple of resources would be.
Well, Canva, lead gen is real big right now.
Okay.
Canva is something to create your own graphics, do your own postcards, flyers, open house brochures. It's a great thing. Matrix, of course.
All right, so Canva could be a good resource for a lot of agents. We do have our own in-house marketing department.
Okay.
So they take care of that type of stuff with us.
That's awesome.
So we don't have to worry about that. So Megan and Morgan will be your primary resources to take care of that. Don't worry about learning a new software and recreating something that we already kind of have in place.
Yes, absolutely.
So that would be important.
Plenty of stuff out there that works, and if it's working for you, that's awesome.
Now, what you could possibly use it for is maybe you come across a post that you want to put together for Instagram or Facebook or something along those lines.
Right.
And you yourself as an agent want to put something on your own individual agent page. That could be a good thing, but let's try not to go outside of our brand standards and what we're trying to accomplish, and do something there on your own.
Well, speaking of the social media, they also have Facebook, Instagram classes on that, on how to be effective using those social media outlets.
Okay, so that's very good. I appreciate that. That sounds good. And you said education was important to you guys, right?
It
so
is.
I'm going to go back here and click on this link. And when I was in here, I did see a couple of things. So the first thing is, he was like, hey, pull up our website at Frisco, Republic Title Frisco. And I went ahead and I clicked on that. Then I was scrolling through it and I saw the pictures and all that. And then I looked down just a little bit and I saw Shauna, and she had her post here. And it was just like kind of what I was talking about. They're truly considered part of our real estate family. So like we were talking earlier, we don't have a real estate team. They're part of our real estate family. So
I love that.
That kind of works there. But Shauna had an endorsement here for you guys. And I thought that was pretty good. And then you said education-wise. So we go right to your website. And you wanted me to click on this education link.
Yes.
And now I'm on the education link. And this says scroll to top. I don't know what that's all about. Ken, your 1996 website called and said
96 wants their technology back.
they
So
certainly
we are in the
do.
midst of revamping, I'm happy to say. So
No, I think you should patch it. I think it's
just
good
patch
for
it, just put another 10 years, another decade.
patch. Yeah.
Yeah.
All right. So where am I looking here for your education? Because we were on something.
In commercial now.
Uh-oh, we screwed up,
So we
Ken.
need to go back.
We need to go back to Dallas or to Frisco. Okay, so now we're in Frisco. So now we're safely in Frisco.
And see if that.
Yeah, so
That's not working.
Oh, here we go. All right. I had to scroll down. I don't know why, but I had to scroll.
It's
So I
the
did that.
archaic website.
That's fine. I'm not worried about that anymore. So this one is currently sold out. If you want to get educated last week, you can't do that because it's currently sold out.
But going forward, there's plenty of opportunity. And what we do is we try to have the classes all over, I want to say the Metroplex. It's not really the Metroplex. We have 14 locations. So
That's a huge number.
Well, we have,
idea.
we have 14 branches. We have 7 in Collin County alone. So we just opened our Prosper office on September 4th. So we are taking part of the Great Migration North. We are behind the Fuse building or Sonic, however you want to look at it.
Okay.
We signed a 2-year lease for that. It was the Prosper Economic and Development location. And we have
With Maso?
Yeah, that's where Maso was.
And now
he moved into the Fuse. So he's in the Fuse building.
Did he get an upgrade or a downgrade?
He got an upgrade.
You should have put him in the Sonic.
He's probably there on occasion.
He's a really good guy.
He's a great guy and he knows a ton. But anyway, we also have plans. We have a pad site, so we're going to build. So we're excited. Within the next couple of years, we'll have a new Schwenke.
In front of Dion's house?
Probably not. Maybe we'll buy Dion's house and just explode it into the huge, not fake news.
Fake news. Okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, sorry for going down that.
All right.
But anyway, we'll be building, we'll be up there. We're up there for good. So when a lot of other title companies are not expanding, Republic Title is expanding into new markets. So that's exciting.
And you took some closers up there that are experienced, I believe, right?
We did. So I had the advantage of having 6 closers in 2 locations. So I have 4 at Frisco, Leanne Craig, Jennifer Riley, both went up to our Prosper location.
Those are the 2 that we know very well.
Yes.
Stacy, our client coordinator, knows them extremely well.
So so Leanne stepped in for a while and closed for Sherry. And I think Jennifer was Sherry's assistant. Does that sound familiar? This was before my time.
Well, let's not get me to lie.
Okay.
Exactly.
No, I believe that's the how the
relationship. They're each equally awesome.
They're terrific. All of our escrow officers. We have somebody for everybody. So that's kind of what I do too. Is when I'm meeting with an agent, I want to identify who they could partner best with as far as my escrow officers.
Now let's look at your education here. And Katie went to a class with you the other day.
She did. She attended our ag class up at the Fuse and Prosper.
Very good. And which class here, when you're looking at these, are you like, that's an awesome class?
Well, cybersecurity, I think, is awesome. I've sat through that class a couple times. We've done it for some agencies. Republic Title is developing a portal that will be completely secure, that the agent, the buyer, seller, title, mortgage will all have access to a portal that'll be completely secure.
Is that built on Salesforce technology?
I believe so.
I think that, is that what Sherry's been working on for a super long time?
It is what Sherry's been working on for a super long time.
She's been pulling her hair out.
Yes. Yeah, she has. It's, you know what, the thing about, we're trying, not only is our website old, but we're trying to, we're just trying to get with the time and be ahead of the pack. So, it's a great thing. Whether people realize it or not, there's $100 million a year lost in wire fraud attached to real estate.
All right, so that's actually a really, really good topic. Why don't you hit that real quick and tell everybody, we have 2 minutes left.
Okay.
Talk 2 minutes about the wire fraud thing and what's going on and why.
Well, what's happening is that people are contacting, because a lot of people have non-secure email addresses. They're Gmail and they're easy for these people to get into it. I always said if these people could use their technology and wisdom and knowledge for good, the world would be a completely different place. But they don't. They use it. So what they do is they get into the system and they get the wire. This is an email that's coming from a strange account, and the cybersecurity class will kind of teach you to identify when you're getting emails and what to look for and what's not matching up, the red flags, if you will. And what they do is they put in different wiring instructions, and sometimes people take them and they wire them to an offshore account, which ends up being an offshore account. And
so they take Republic's email, or do they take our email?
Your email.
They'll take my email as an agent.
Like a Gmail account or an AOL account. They'll hack into yours.
And then from there, they're going to send out, hey, send all the money for your closing to this information.
Yeah, this has changed in your transaction. We now need it to be sent here, and
send $400,000.
Right.
Instead of to the title company, it'll say their name but different number.
Yes.
Then you wire the money to the wrong account.
Right.
You show up at closing.
Money's gone.
And they're like, we didn't get your money yet. You're like, dude, I sent it a week ago. And you're like, what are you talking about? And some random person has 400 grand of your money. Not your money.
Sadly.
The client's money.
Yeah, sadly, that's kind of what's happening. So cybersecurity class is great. I mean, I don't know that agents are that aware of it. It also talks about your secure passwords or how unsecure your passwords are.
Well, so we just recently made a couple of changes to mitigate these. So two things that we did on Zoho platform is, number one, we moved to two-factor authentication, which should eliminate that, so no one can log into our account. So that helps us quite a bit. And then the second thing we did to secure our email is we went through on the DNAC server settings and allowed for no spoofing of our email address. Because sometimes you'll have the email address that's sent out, and it'll say from Mike Acquisto, and then you'll click on it, and underneath will be some random address that's not really Mike Acquisto.
And they do that across the board. It's not just in your real estate transactions.
Yeah. So that happens, but we secured it so nobody can send from @acquistorealestate.com for our domain. So we secured our own domain just a touch better. So we jumped on that one right there.
And that's a great point, having that second point of security. So a lot of people look at that as an inconvenience, like having to receive a text with a number to verify.
Yeah.
But can you be too careful with security? Like, what's one more step? What's one text to secure that your business is secure?
So ours went where now they just have to put their thumb on it. Right. And they're pretty good.
Awesome.
Or their face recognition, or there's a couple of different ways. Or just say yes, like that was me doing that. So we don't have to necessarily put a code. We kind of have a few options. So that concludes our time for today. If nobody's met Ken, every picture I see him in, he's wearing a bow tie. Is that your thing?
That's kind of my thing, yeah. So I said if I have to go back to a job that I'm required to wear a tie, it'll be a bow tie. And it's kind of worked out as a kind of a good branding thing.
And you're kind of like, I don't know, he walked in the door, and I think he hit his head on the door. Are you 6'10"?
I'm 6'5".
6'5", okay. Well, I was wrong on my height. I thought you were 6'10".
I may be shrinking some, so I may be 6'4"3/4 now.
Okay. Well, I'm like 5'7", so maybe 5'8". I don't know. It really depends on the day. All right. Thank you very much for showing up. I appreciate it. We had a great time with you.
Appreciate it.
See you later. Goodbye. Have a good one. See ya. Bye.